This is your prime time forecast from Dr. Don's Weather. A huge thank you to our amazing partners who help make it all possible. Brandy Pike Photography, the Randolph County Commission, Inlow House Lodging, East Alabama Waste, Jimis's Weight Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Salem Auction House, and Bama Diesel Repair. Broadcasting from the Alpha Weather Center and powered by The Oaks, Longevity Inspections, Integrated Contractor Services, Stevens Home Furniture, N&W Locks, Venture Fence, Estate Masters, Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery, Southern Union State Community College, and the venue at 5 Points Farms. Here's Dr. Don.
Idaho, East Alabama, and West Georgia. Welcome to your Wednesday, July 16th, 2025. It is time for your prime time forecast. Turn moments into memories with Brandy Pike Photography, hometown photography specializing in senior portraits. And you can find her on Instagram, Facebook, brandypikephotography.com. She does phenomenal work. You can check it out online. And get in touch with Brandy Pike Photography today for all of your family photography needs. She can take care of it for you, and you'll be happy with her final product. Also, get your ducks in a row with Dukas, Jamie Dukas, for all of your insurance needs in Alabama and in Georgia. Jamie's been selling Alpha Insurance now for 20 years, so yeah, he's honest. He's right there in Randolph County, Alabama, and you can find him at 256-831-7770. There's a link at the top of this video on Facebook, at the bottom of the video on YouTube, to both Brandy Pike Photography and Jamie Dukas. Pardon me while I turn my headset up just a bit so I can hear myself. So we got all kind of stuff going on. We launched a channel last night over on YouTube. Eventually, it will be on Facebook as well. And this is a concept I've had for quite some time, and it is a 24/7, 365 live broadcast covering weather across Alabama and Georgia, specifically East Alabama and West Georgia, though we'll be looking at the entire state, both of them, as we get this thing going. We're in test mode. It's going to take a minute to get all the bugs worked out and to get things tweaked and working properly. But the feed is up and running on YouTube. Again, eventually it'll be on Facebook as well, but for the moment we're testing it on YouTube. There is a link that is pinned over on Dr. Don's Weather on Facebook where you can click that. You can click on that link and you can go over there and check out our live feed. Now, it looks nothing like it's going to look at in the not too distant future. The idea is that it will rotate through the different weather products and then it'll start back over. There will be an automated weather bot. We're probably going to name him Thunder Buddy, that will read the weather alerts as they're issued. I'll be along every day. I'll do your morning weather forecast, your afternoon forecast, and we're also going to do an overnight weather forecast. And we'll update throughout the day. So very exciting stuff for East Alabama and West Georgia. We'll continue with our primetime forecast for now. Once we get all the bugs worked out, then we'll have that 24 forever. 24 forever is the name of the feed, broadcast for you. And it'll be there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And then when severe weather threatens East Alabama and West Georgia, I'll interrupt the programming and come on there live for you, and we'll do our wall-to-wall coverage here on Dr. Don's Weather. I know other people are beginning to do that, and this is a concept I've had for quite some time. We've just been trying to figure out the logistics of how to make all this work, and we're ready. Testing already underway over on YouTube. Be sure and go to our Facebook. Top of the page, you'll see a pinned link there. And check it out if you'd like to, and just come back and check it out often. Right now, we're just showing you the radar for East Alabama and West Georgia with alerts, if there are any, scrolling at the bottom of the screen. But we'll be adding to it, and things will change as we move forward. So, all right, let's go ahead and talk about some weather because it feels awfully tropical out there this morning. It is warm, it is humid, it is breezy. Kind of feels like we're about to have a hurricane, don't it? Well, no, that's not going to happen. It's going to be another warm day, though I don't think quite as hot as it was yesterday. General scattered thunder across Alabama and Georgia. We do not anticipate any organized severe weather. You got to go way up there to around Chicago, Illinois, up into Wisconsin, back over the Great Lakes region into maybe Michigan to get into the severe possibilities today. And let's take a look at the expected temperatures for today as we take a look at Alabama. We're looking at 93 today at the Peach Park in Chilton County, Alabama. There at Clanton. 95 in Selma. Tuscaloosa will hit 98. And down in Eufaula, we'll hit 88 degrees this afternoon. Then in Georgia, we are talking 91 in Atlanta. Columbus makes it to 91, and Valdosta will hit 93 degrees this afternoon. Let's talk about the tropics. We're still watching that area across the northern Gulf of Mexico, Gulf of America, excuse me. We'll get more into this when we take a look at our Southern Union State Community College Live Doppler HD radar here in just a few moments. But basically, low pressure moving from east to west across the Florida Peninsula into the Gulf of Mexico. We think at the moment this is probably going to move all the way over to the Louisiana coast before making landfall. And it's conceivable we could see Tropical Storm Dexter before all is said and done. Landfall somewhere from New Orleans back over to the Texas coast. And then it's going to turn north and northeast. And when it makes that turn up across Mississippi and Tennessee back over toward the eastern seaboard, it could drag some showers and thunderstorms across Alabama and Georgia. But that's way out in the end of the week, maybe over the weekend, first part of next week before we realize any of that. So we've got a ways to go, and we're watching it for you here on Dr. Don's Weather. I don't think we're talking about a hurricane here, and I don't think we're talking about any major effects across the northwest Florida Gulf Coast or Mississippi or Alabama. We're going to keep an eye on this for you over the next several days. Current conditions at the venue at 5 Points Farms and 5 Points, Alabama, down in Chambers County. 72 at the moment. Feels like 75 out there. Wind out of the northeast, gusting to 3. Humidity is 99%. Barometric pressure at 30.06. Dew point 71. No rain in the past 24 hours at the rain gauge. High temperature yesterday, it was a hot 92. We currently have clear skies out there. Sunrise on your Wednesday morning at 5:45. Sunsets this evening at 7:52 p.m. There's our coverage area for East Alabama and West Georgia. We'll go to 88 this afternoon in Roanoke, 91 up in Carrollton, Georgia, 93 in Rockford, Alabama. Valley will hit 90 this afternoon, and Auburn tops out at 90 degrees. 6-day forecast from the Alpha Weather Center. Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent. For today, a 30% chance of an isolated afternoon thunderstorm. Most of you will not see a drop of rain. 88 will be the high temperature, down to 72 for your overnight low this evening. The mugginess continues on Thursday. Isolated storms in the afternoon, 40% likely, 88 your high. As we approach the weekend, Friday, a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, 90 degrees, the high temperature Friday afternoon. Saturday and on Sunday, pretty much carbon copies of one another. Afternoon temperature around 89 degrees with about a 40% chance of rain both Saturday and on Sunday. Monday, a 40% chance of afternoon thunderstorms. 91 will be the high temperature. Southern Union State Community College Live Doppler HD radar. We're all clear across Alabama and Georgia for the most part. But you'll notice down across Florida, you'll see this pink line that comes across the northern reaches of the Florida Peninsula. That is the low pressure system that we're watching. And you'll see it's tracking well north. If this thing had moved across, central or south Florida out into the Gulf, it probably could, or it certainly could have, given us a much different opportunity here. But because it's so far north, I just don't think we're going to keep this thing over water long enough for it to develop into a tropical storm and then hurricane. But I think a tropical storm is plausible, as most of the convection is south of that low-pressure center as it tracks across the Gulf. And that will continue for the next 24 to 36 hours and then end up somewhere south of New Orleans, maybe closer to the Texas, Louisiana coast, before it starts to turn back to the north. And if I turn on the forecast models, you can see all those squiggly lines. Each one of those lines represents a different computer model run and where the computer thinks this low-pressure system is going to go. Now, there are several that bring it right on up into Alabama in the next 24 hours. And then there are others, though, that keep it on a southerly track. And for the majority of the models, they're all suggesting landfall somewhere south of New Orleans, up into northern Louisiana, then turning across northern Mississippi and across southern Tennessee. If that happens, maybe Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, then that may drag some showers and thunderstorms across Alabama and Georgia. We'll have to watch this and see over the next couple of days. So be weather aware, and let's all watch this together, and we'll keep you updated here on Dr. Don's Weather. So, do you have your Thunder Buddy shirts? If you don't, head over to our weather store. Part of those proceeds come back to support us here on Dr. Don's Weather. Links at the top of the video on Facebook, bottom of the video over on YouTube. And get yourself a Dr. Don Thunder Buddy shirt. And also pick up those What About t-shirts while you are there. If you don't subscribe to us on Facebook, please do. It's 99 cents a month. All of those proceeds come back to support us. And over on YouTube, subscribe to us so you get that push notification. Doesn't cost you a dime for the moment over on YouTube. And again, let me remind you, there is a link pinned to the Dr. Don Weather page on Facebook where you can go check out our 24 Forever live weather feed. We put that thing up there last night, and we're going to do some testing over the next couple of weeks. We're going to get the thing fine-tuned, and then we'll turn it on Facebook as well, and you'll be able to watch Dr. Don's Weather 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Hope you have a fantastic Wednesday. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. We'll see you back in here first thing tomorrow morning with another edition of your primetime forecast on Dr. Don's Weather.
That's a wrap on your primetime forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia, broadcasting from the Owlful Weather Center and powered by The Oaks, Longevity Inspections, Integrated Contractor Services, Stevens Home Furniture, N&W Locks, Venture Fence, The State Masters, Southern Union State Community College, The Venue at 5 Points Farms, and Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery. Dr. Don's Weather is proudly supported by Brandy Pike Photography, the Randolph County Commission, East Alabama Waste, Genesis Weight Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, the Salem Auction House, and Bama Beazle Repair. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow us on Facebook. Share with your friends, and subscribe to Dr. Don's Weather on YouTube. We'll see you back in here tomorrow morning for another edition of your primetime forecast on Dr. Don's Weather.